All right, bros. All right. Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see how the market looks today. And wow, London session looked absolutely horrible. We did have news come out at 8:30 a.m., which wasn't that drastic, but it was still. How did that become so drastic? I don't know how. Um, but it doesn't look that crazy to trade. So, especially since right now Nasdaq is going ahead and taking out data highs right now. So this is giving me good confluences to still be able to take a trade, especially if we're able to take out data lows and data highs. Um, so all right, deep breath. Let's take a good trade today that I actually should be rather than a trade that I honestly shouldn't have. Um, all right. So 4 hour time frame, the daily as well. I just wanted to look. So this is high resistance liquidity in my opinion. So if we were to go lower, we wouldn't go lower towards this. We would go towards that. We still have these relative equal highs on ES. Still, we still have them. So that leads me to believe that we might want to go higher once again. But again, we also have all this low resistance liquidity to the downside. And because of that, there's a possibility that we don't actually go higher today. A 1.75. The possibility we don't actually go higher today and we might just go lower, which I'm open to trading that as well. It's kind of like what is the market telling me that we should be doing versus you know, what is actually happening. Because I could want longs on ES towards this, but if the market is not giving me the right direction, I'm not going to try to force longs like I did yesterday. Yesterday, I kind of forced longs on ES, and yeah, that caused me to lose money. It was a bad trade, didn't really follow my strategy to a T. So we learned our lesson from yesterday to be very patient, especially if market is being choppy as it is right now. Just gotta be patient, man. Like, there's absolutely no reason for me to be taking a trade when obviously yesterday too, the indexes were not correlated at all. I mean, ES was showcasing bearish order flow, NQ showcasing bullish. Was good, guys. I want to say I'm getting my get back from tomorrow, but I don't want to have that mindset. So we're seeing what the market is right now. Um, this looks kind of shitty from London session. So on the 4 hour time frame, we're technically bearish on, I want to say, both indexes. Hourly is also bearish. So I mean, the trend is usually your friend, but um like I'm not going to say, "Oh yeah, I'm only taking shorts today," because it's really just what is the market telling me it's going to happen. NQ is leading the indexes on longs right now. We did just take out data highs. 8:30 a.m. data highs. So we don't have. I want to turn this guy on. So NQ has taken out data highs right here, but we actually just formed relative equal highs right here. I mean, my strategy is presenting itself to go long right now, but the problem is that it's too early for me to take a trade. I need to wait at least another 9 minutes. We'll probably go out and take these out, and then honestly from there I might just look for shorts. So if NQ goes ahead and takes out these highs, takes out Asia and what is this, previous day highs? Nah, something like that. Takes out these 4-hour relative equal highs. Before we can get an entry, I'm honestly going to be flipping buys to go short. So if we're taking longs today, I want to take it on NQ. If we're taking shorts, ideally we take it on ES. We have all of this low resistance 4-hour liquidity to the downside, even though this is technically high resistance liquidity. But we're going to be patient. We're going to see what happens and learn our lesson from yesterday, which we did. Not just try to jump the gun today. Not just try to jump the gun. Would longs be bad here? If it's your strategy and you're willing to take a stab at it now, like, in my opinion, longs right now on NQ right here, like, you're guaranteed. I don't want to say you're guaranteed. That's a horrible thing to say, but like you could take a stab at longs right here, put stops to break even as soon as we take out these 4-hour highs. But for me, it's just too risky. Even though that's technically my strategy. But I almost want to say this is free money, like to enter longs, and we have relative equal highs that we just made right here on NQ. So I would be very surprised if we don't go ahead. Like we have 3 relative equal highs right now. We have 1, 2, and then the yellow line as well, because we didn't actually, we missed it by 0.75. So 3 ticks. Yeah. Might be like, if that's your strategy, great. But for me, I'm unwilling to take a trade on before 9:45-ish.
Meta shares are turning negative, as well as some other social media names. Snap shares down more than 3%.
9:45, 9:44 is the absolute
Again,
earliest I'm willing to take a
They were
trade.
to settle. They were up around 4% in the pre-market. The shares turning negative now. Again, as they have announced a $10 billion hit in legal fees in their next quarter's earnings.
Who's that, Snapchat? But yeah, since we are technically also forming a bearish SMT off of data highs right now. So ES is below data highs, NQ is above it. So that's also something that I want to keep in mind. I don't want to jump the gun on any index just for the sake of it. So gonna be patient today. I want to wait for my strategy. I don't want to take another trade like I did yesterday to just, you know, go long, but or to just take a trade for the sake of it. I mean, this is literally free money in my opinion. It is a little risky to take this, but it's probably going to take it out. If I were to bet like if I were taking evals, I honestly might have taken this trade right here. Might have. I don't want to say I did, and this is again, this is not financial advice, guys. Like, don't tell me. This is my personal opinions. Oh, okay, we did break structure to the downside on ES. I'm just really gonna hate this if we go and take this out and I don't find an entry. My only problem with this is if stops go here, that's not protected. We could very well go into the 5-minute fair value gap right here. And to me, it's just not an ideal situation to be. But right now, I mean, I would like to go long, but we need at least 2 more minutes. And putting stops here is just, it's not my favorite at all. But we did tap into 5-minute equilibrium right here. So technically my strategy is presenting itself on both indexes. The last thing that I need really is a place to put stops. So if we're going to put stop placement, let's put the 75% Fibonacci of this range right around there. This is going to be a very low risk off trade. I just can't put my stops right there. It's just not a trade that I would take. If we can get a break on ES, yeah, I just don't want to put stops here. But this is like longs are ideally what we take here. And look at that. All right. That's not great. I don't want to just take this for the sake of taking it. But this is my strategy, so gonna have to take it. Take it and put stops to break even once we push past these highs. I just don't want to take that, bro. It's already like the move's already done. The move's already done. Not willing to take that trade. Like, bro, that 1 minute candle just. Hey, if you took that trade that I said you low-key should have, you would have banged out. Like, but for me, that's just the risk to reward on this stops would have gone to break even. Like, we would have made no money. So I'd rather not take that, in my opinion. It's just like I like unfortunate. Unfortunate. I just didn't like putting stops right beneath here. These are not protected lows. Like we have relative equal lows right here. 1, 2, 3. The market could have easily swept us out and then gone right back up. As much as I wanted to say this was my strategy, this was not a trade that I would be willing to take. Like, bruh. If we barely broke structure on both indexes instead of getting this mini Drake candle, I would have took it. Like I would have took it, but for right now, this is just. Mm. Yeah, we're gonna take this out. There we go. You took that, you probably banged. out, or you should be stops at break even if you took it. I just, again, it's
The
just not.
S&P and Nasdaq 100 both turned positive now.
All right. Well, this imbalance no longer matters because we pushed past the 5 minute high. Now it's what are we going to react off of these highs, start the rotations down, or are we going to continue to move higher? Because honestly, like I wouldn't be against going long, especially with the high resistance liquidity that we have to the downside. But I also like want to be cautious that I'm not just entering a trade for the sake of entering a trade. But I mean, right now we technically are forming a bearish SMT as well on ES. So like my strategy is telling me that I shouldn't be looking for longs anymore. Like at all. I should not be looking for longs. Yeah, like my strategy is literally telling me that we should be flipping bias right now to shorts, but I'm gonna let it play out, see how it is. I might honestly just wait for the 10 a.m. see what kind of like reaction we get off of that. We did just take out these like 4 hour highs and Asia highs on NQ. Um, we're still technically maintaining bearish order flow on what was it? Both indexes on the high time frame as well. So a little bit tricky. So we're gonna be patient. No reason to be in a trade right now, at least for me. And yeah, I probably would have made no money anyways because I wouldn't have wanted to take profit like right here. The RR was just horrible, so I would have held towards this 4 hour high right here, again stopped out at break even. So it's just a trade that I would rather not take. The RR was just not there. So even though it was free money, it was free money. And I gotta piss. I'll be back. They don't have anything that we have. We have to have. That was right before market open. Trump speaking. Trump speaking. That's funny. All right. Well, we have this 5 minute gap right here. But I want to see. I want to be patient with this. If we respect it, great. If not, um, probably gonna wait for shorts. Honestly. don't know why I'm marking that out as if I'm actually going to take longs. Probably don't. I really don't want to take longs now. But we still can. We still probably can. Still have those 4-hour relative equal highs on ES, so we didn't take it out yesterday, so we might take it out today. Oops. This is a de-risked trade. We want ticks, we want price. 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 Hey, honestly, if we inverse this gap on ES, I'm in. I'm gonna take a stab at it. And then we'll put stops to break even once we push past this 5-minute high. This isn't a horrible trade. It's a de-risked one too. So we get stopped out at this one, we'll have an opportunity to potentially enter again. So all right, let's take a stab. All right, I'm in longs. I hope we didn't just bottom ticket. As soon as we push past these 5-minute highs, I'm going to move stops to break even. Whoever goes first. ES takes it out, we'll put it first. If not, and we'll put it on NQ. Whichever index takes out the 5-minute highs. I'm in this on both of my accounts as well, so see what happens. And then I'll be looking to potentially scale in another contract if we could. All right, let's see who does it first. Does ES take it out or NQ? And ES did it, so stops are at break even. There we go. This is a risk off trade now. Let's see what happens. We might get stopped out at break even, but This is an A plus setup, so I'm gonna take this 10 out of 10 times. And yeah, see what happens. It stopped at a break even, absolutely nothing wrong with the trade, but we do have the 4-hour relative equal highs right here on ES. So there's a possibility this could run, but this is exactly when I should be putting stops to break even when we push past the 5-minute high. So that's that. I'm gonna journal this trade real quick just so that we can be in it on the right thing, and then we'll see if we can scale into another contract right now. There's MNQ, direction long, session New York, accounts. We have Pro 1, Pro 2. Risk was 0.3. What was our RR originally? RR was originally, I don't remember where we put stops. Where did we put stops? Right here? It's a 2.7. 3.7. All right. 2.7. And then what was our confluence? Technically, we had an SMT, we had a breaker structure, equilibrium, and then inverse fair value gap on both. IFEG. A plus setup followed my 5-minute strategy. 5-minute in bullish order flow, 5-minute continuation, equilibrium, and a 1-minute IFBG on both indexes. ES has relative equal highs. We take out, and NQ is the more bullish index. So A plus setup, no emotion, just following rules. All right. And then, actually, I want to take a picture of the trade first before we can picture that, John. Sorry, guys. This is like mandatory. I do this every time as soon as I enter. As soon as I enter, I'm entering a journal entry about what it should be. We'll see how 10 a.m. I hope 10 a.m. like bull runs. That'll be great. If we could bull run, because then that's like perfect. But um yeah, it'd be good if 10 a.m. will bull run and we don't like start the bear. But as it stands now, we're breaking structure on the 4-hour time frame. This looks good to go all the way towards that. So I'm gonna look to try to enter another contract, honestly. If we can, if we can, if we can, if we can. Hopefully we can, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can enter another contract. All right, let's see what 10 a.m. does. So I hope we just bull the fuck run. And we might get stopped out, but hey, that's part of the game. All right, NQ, what are we doing? Are we going to go higher, or are we going to, is that going to be our catalyst to go lower? Because if we can go back up. We can go back up. This will be great for longs, for entering another position. But it looks like we're probably going to get stopped out, which is totally okay. Like, I was willing to take this trade 10 out of 10 times. Oh, holy shit, we're still in. Oh, never mind. I take that back. All right, stopped out there. Let's take this contract off. I don't want something stupid to happen. All right, so stopped out at break even. First trade, we made $1 on both, so stop loss. Stop loss hit at break even. Great trade and high time bias. Moving stops to BE when I needed to. Couldn't complain at all. All right. See what else we could cook up. I'm gonna delete that for now because we no longer need it. I'm still technically bullish, man. I mean, the 4 hours closed above the 4 hour high like that. Hourly as well looks really good. So, we have like a high time frame bearish SMT, which usually signals, okay, let's go short. But like, if I'm gonna be honest, ES might go ahead and take these 4 hour highs. So we can find another entry to go long. I honestly will take it. But we need at least our confluences to go long. But if we don't get one of our continuation, 5-minute continuation, I wouldn't be willing to take anything. We don't have any gaps to sort of go off of, so. And I low-key got to piss once again. Coffee, guys, coffee. I'm pissing again. All right, we're back. See if we can get. Okay, so that's the 10 a.m. candle. If we can break back up on the 10 for stops here. Absolutely. So we did break structure to the downside on NQ. We did just tap into equilibrium. So this could be a decent trade to go long once again. 8.5. We can break structure to the upside once again. Yeah, we're locked in today. I'm not fucking around today. Just gambling, bro. What are you you think it's gambling, then hop off. Like, you don't gotta watch the stream, bro. Just hop off. No one asked you to be here. Like, truly. Gambling, but you're watching. So, I'm not even in a trade, so how can you call this gambling? I haven't even entered a trade. I literally haven't even pressed long yet. Okay, and like, you want like a cookie or something? Yeah. Oh, they got. No, I'm just laughing of all you TikTok traders who are getting stopped. You already got BE though. Okay, does BE mean I lost money? I didn't lose money today. If you truly think trading's gambling, like by all means, in my opinion, doing that is a waste of time. Going into other people's chats and just like, I entered off of nothing. Really, I entered off of none. I entered off of nothing. Really, the original trade that I took here entered off of nothing. This one, brother, my strategy presented itself. Why? It may not be your strategy. I'm longing because of the draws to the upside. I'm not longing, bro. There's no such thing as like a premium or discount in the market. The market continue moving higher. If we wanted to reverse off of these 4-hour highs, we would have made significant moves down already. But did we? No. We broke structure to the on the hourly. We broke structure to the upside on the 4-hour. We're actually starting an uptrend right now. And you want to talk about, oh, I entered off of nothing. On both. Look at this. Both of them. A low a lower low than a higher low, right? Is that not a start of an uptrend? Is that not a start of an uptrend? On top of this, look, it's a higher low, and then another higher low, and then another higher low. Like, be so fucking for real, man. Absolutely trolling here. Talk about, and I'm long in this. Yeah, I'm gonna long it, because if we truly wanted to reverse off of those draw off of Asia lows, we would have already started the reverse. We would have wicked it out and then start going below. But because we got such a big push into it, since we got such a big push into it, and we looked like we wanted to continue moving higher, like why wouldn't I want to take it to the 4-hour highs or the 4-hour relative equal highs? I wouldn't long it now, but the other entry, that wasn't even a bad entry. That was okay. If the market wants to go higher, the market's gonna go higher. And you're longing off of this. Nobody asked you to sit here and watch.
IRNA report that Iran and Russia's Gazprom discuss cooperation in the gas industry.
And he said, and I'm long in this, as if like that was a horrible trade, which it wasn't. How many times have you seen the market take out draws of liquidity to the upside, give another entry to go back in that direction, and then just completely bull run? Like I can't even count on the amount of fingers that I have how many times that has just happened, where we'll take out draws of liquidity to the upside, and then we'll keep longing. So yeah, I am gonna try to capture part of that move if that's what the market wants to do. The market doesn't want to do that. The market doesn't want to do that. Like, you guys are so focused on what you think the market is doing versus what the market is telling me. If the market telling me that it potentially wanted to go higher, why would I not want to enter another trade that it is telling me it wants to go higher? Like what?
Tasnim News says a diplomatic source speaking to Al Mayadeen Network announced that Sheikh Mohammed bin, as the Prime Minister and Foreign Affairs of Qatar, will soon travel to Tehran.
Ooh, there's a nice 15-minute here. There is a really nice
So
15
again, that's
minute.
a diplomatic source speaking to Al Mayadeen, saying that the Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Qatar will soon travel to Tehran.
Okay, there's a nice 15-minute low right here. 15-minute fair value gap to be tapped right here. This could be really, this could look good. We're also getting to about the 50% range. I mean, we're tapping into this order block right here. So I wish I could pin a comment. Can I do that? Ah, you can. I'll remember that. If we go long today, I'm gonna literally pin this chat. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it too, and then put an entry of me going long and banging out if we go long here. All right, well, we can take this off. And crypto looks so good. Crypto looks so good.
The US Justice Department says it and the FBI seized platforms operated and used by China state-sponsored hackers to target US critical infrastructure.
Damn, gold really. Wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is the first day of Jackson Hole Symposium. Look at that Friday news. Did tap into the 15-minute here. Ain't crazy. I want to go long again. Ain't crazy at all. But we would need big moves up for that to happen. We did just tap into the 15-minute. Relax, 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 relax. Do not move without me. At least we have it marked out potentially if we were to take it. Are we going to take it? Probably not. We break structure to the downside on NQ on the 5-minute time frame, then we'll stop looking for longs. Because that's what it looks like it's going to happen, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that the setup that we get was upon market open. Like you enter long in this chop right here, you would have banged out a little bit of money. And yeah, we're going to stop looking for longs now. I'm gonna put this here so that if we go ahead and go short, now like funny, we're completely flipped now. If we're gonna take shorts, we're gonna take it on NQ. If we're gonna take longs, we're gonna take it on ES. If we can get our strategy to go short on NQ and ES is at the 79, like closes beneath the 79% extension, I'm gonna take a stab at shorts now. But until then, like, and now we have hourly lows right here as well. So ain't that crazy. Like, even though ES has the high time frame bearish SMT, um, I'd be willing to take this on NQ just because it's the one who's presenting my strategy with. So we can tap into one of these gaps. That would be great. If both of us tells us to go that we're gonna go short, even better. I want to look at the 50% of this range. Yeah. The only thing is ES is going to tap into this 15-minute as well, probably. So it's going to be tough to want to take shorts because we're tapping into the 15-minute and we're bullish on the hourly, and like just doesn't really make sense for me to go short. Like full transparency, I'd rather wait for more longs, especially because we have such a high, like such a strong draw on ES. Okay, if we're gonna take longs on ES, I need both of us to break a structure on the 1 minute time frame on NQ, and then I'm gonna need NQ to actually break back down to the 1 minute and then break back up. So like it's like okay, we're getting the 5 minute retracement on NQ. We get like a move down if we wanted to, and then we actually disrespect bearish order flow. So because right now these indexes are showing me two different things, and I'm unwilling to take a single trade on either, like at all. The 15-minute, like NQ is showcasing bearish order flow. ES is still maintaining bullish order flow. So I'm gonna want to see what we do, but taking a trade right now, like I'm gonna just sit back. I low-key gotta take a shit, guys. Like I hate to be the guy who has to pee and like go to the bathroom every 5 minutes, but bro, like it's not feeling great. It's brewing. It's like genuinely brewing. Yeah, there's no reason for me to even want to take a trade right now, so I'm gonna just like relax. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna just post everything on Instagram, post on my social media accounts. Yeah, this is bad, guys. I really have to go.
In 10 minutes' time now, at the bottom of the hour, we see the release of the EIA crude oil inventories. Forecast for a build of 1.58 million on the prior build of 4.405 million. Gasoline inventories forecast a draw of 1.1 million on the prior build of 0.688 million. Distillate inventories forecast a draw of 1.9 million on the prior draw of 1.53 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior was a draw of 1.314 million. Keep in mind, last night we did see the release of the private API crude oil stock change, which showed a build of 4.2 million on the expected build of 1.9.
All right. Oof. Those morning coffees be really touching me. I can't even lie. All right, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Honest opinions. I don't like anything. But we tap into the 15-minute here? Not yet. I really want to see how we react off of the 15-minute. There we go. We tapped into the 15-minute. I would really want to see how we go ahead and react off of that. If we get bullish confirmation out of there and then respect one of the 5-minute gaps that we have, that'd be great for shorts. But if we go ahead and disrespect bearish order flow, because again, we're in bullish structure on every single time frame. I mean, literally every single time frame. 4-hour, hourly, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, the 5-minute is showing us something different. So if we can get the 5-minute to align with bullish structure, I'm gonna take longs again. Like, truly, I'm gonna take longs again. I just, I honestly wish that I got some sort of entry to go into the 15-minute gap there.
So according to the statement from the US, it says it disrupted Chinese hackers that broke into NASA, the Federal Reserve, the NIH, and the US Senate.
We have another gap here. These two gaps. So either get a 5-minute retracement here.
So the statement from the US says the Chinese hackers also broke into the Department of Energy, Department of Justice, HHS, and the NIH. Brings us now 5 minutes away from the bottom of the hour, where we see the release of the weekly EIA inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories, the forecast is a build of 1.58 million on the prior build of 4.405 million. Gasoline inventories, forecast a draw of 1.1 million on the prior build of 0.688 million. Distillate inventories, forecast a draw of 1.9 million on the prior draw of 1.53 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior was a draw of 1.314
Yo,
million.
what's good, Geo? Did you take anything yet? Just waiting like I am. Damn, we really about to like go really lower. What's the 50% mark of this? Okay, we're at the 50% of this 15-minute. It looks like we might just go ahead and inverse it. So in that case, if we can get a retracement, it'll be good for shorts. Like, actually look good for shorts. Bro, this is literally what we fucking did yesterday. We got the move upon market open and then we just dumped to the dirt. Yeah. Yeah, I got BE on longs as well. I wonder if we took the same trade. Did you take on NQ? When did I enter? I forget when I entered. I entered at, yeah, we took the same trade. Yeah, I entered at 951. Break even after we pushed that past the 5 minute highs. There was honestly, I had a good feeling that we would continue to move higher, but we're literally repeating what happened yesterday. I mean, band for band, except for the fact that at least the indexes are telling us exactly the same thing now versus yesterday. One of them was telling us to do this. Oh man, dude, this is gonna be like yesterday should have been a no trade day. Today looks like it's gonna be chopped unless we can tap into some sort of see now like now the fact that both indexes are telling me the same thing. If I'm gonna take shorts, I'm taking it on ES. We have a high time frame bearish S&T off of Asia lows. That to me is perfect. Let's look for shorts, but dude, there's just no entry here. Once again, there's no entry. But I'm glad we moved stops to break even. That was like the right thing to do.
The Nasdaq 100 declines almost spot 4% now to a session low.
All right, 11 a.m. is technically my cutoff. Since we're like technically getting close to an entry model here, I'm willing to stay on. If we were just chopping around, I would not be willing to take a trade. But if we go ahead and take out these hourly lows without a retracement, then yeah, I'll be done. So this line on any index, if we take it out before 11 a.m. without a 5 minute retracement into one of these caps, into something that I can take an entry off of, then yeah, we're going to be done for the day. Because we would take out draws of liquidity to the upside and the downside. So at that point, no point on being in the trade anymore. So, hey, sitting on cash is better than losing money forcing a trade. So not every day, like yesterday again, I should have not taken a trade, but it's just low key sucks because at the end of the month, like
1
from all
minute
my
remaining.
back
I'll lead with the EIA crude oil inventories.
the back testing, when I back test end of months, and this has been for multiple months of random years, dude, we've gotten some of the best price action ever. And right now, like there's just no setups for me. So like yeah, setup was to go long, took the longs. The ideal setup that I wanted at like 9, it just wasn't enough. Entering off of this candle just wasn't enough for the RR. Like would have literally made pennies on the dollar. Risking like $100 to only make 50, that's just not worth my time.
10 seconds.
This car.
A build of 0.095 million. That's a build of 0.095 million, which is lower than the expected build of 1.58 million. Gasoline inventory, the draw of 2.536 million. That's a draw of 2.536 million, lower than the expected draw of 1.1 million. Distillate inventories, a draw of 2.228 million. That's a draw of 2.228 million, lower than the expected draw of 1.9 million. While crude Cushing inventory saw a build of 1.176
Damn.
million. And
What
we
was I gonna
posted the EIA inventories reports on the feed for those interested.
Damn, Powell's 10 a.m. actually played out today. That's kind of crazy. You would have been in on this and then just fucking rip. That's so tough. He's so tough. You would have been in. Your draw of liquidity is probably here. 1 to a 14 RR. I don't even truly know. I don't even truly know what his strategy is, but all I know it has something to do with 10 a.m. He's probably in. You in Cacta code or 30% pump. Barely just sitting on my ass now, bro. This is what day trading is, guys. It's boring until you actually get in the market. If you get in the market. Oh, my fucking TikTok is lagging like shit.
Guys, update 500.
But I switched to my other account, bro. Hello? Can I not switch? Bro, what is happening with TikTok?
So can someone fill?
Can I switch? Count, please. Dog, what?
Me in on?
Dude, what is happening? Why can I not switch? Hello? Bro, TikTok's bugging right now.
Sure, you guys noticed.
Can I fucking switch, please? Dude, why won't it let me switch accounts? I don't even know. Alright, let's see what happens, bros. Are we gonna get an entry or are we gonna just continue this shit? I mean, we practically inverse that 50-minute. Again, we practically inverse that 15-minute. Now it's, what are we going to do off of this? Are we going to break structure to the upside, tap into the 5-minute gap, and then the rotation's down? Or are we going to just... Or are we going to just do absolutely nothing? Still potential here to go short, though. I think potential. But we got to tap into some gap. We got to tap into some sort of 5-minute confluence for me to want to take a trade. So, all right, and now we have another imbalance. All we need. All we need. Let's get something. Something, right? Something. Come on, bro. Get a tap. There we go. Perfect. All right. So we're getting what we need to see from the market right now. Now all we need is a break structure back to the downside on both indexes. So if I'm taking shorts, I'm taking it on ES. All we need is to rotate back down, and then yeah, that's pretty much all that really needs to happen. We might honestly tap into this gap instead, but let's see what happens. See what happens. Okay. The only thing I really want to be cautious is that the high time frame is bullish. So
So, according to Al Jazeera, Trump supposedly told Al Jazeera that both economic warfare and military strikes are effective against Iran, reiterating his claim that the US is winning very big in the war and that Iran's economy is falling apart.
all right, see what happens. We're either waiting for a break of structure or inverse for value gap on both indexes. Good RZ. Was good, bro. Patient one today. Really just sitting on my hands till we can actually get an entry. So contracts. We're getting very good reactions from this. I just need both indexes to tell me the same thing. And I think stops are at a pretty good point here, above these 1 minute highs, even though technically this would be a protected high because we swept out all of these 1 minute highs. I just think it's better to put stops a little bit more here. So
We have posted out the Al Jazeera article citing an interview with Trump on the feed for those interested.
this is literally the last step that we need, that I'll be willing to take a short off of. We either inverse the gap or we break structure on both indexes. Let's see what happens. But I need NQ to tell us the exact same thing. NQ doesn't break structure to the downside or inverse the gap, then like we're just not gonna trade this. But so far, so good. Just gotta be patient. Yeah, I've been sitting on here all day. We have 20 minutes to find an entry. If we don't find an entry by 8 a.m. my time, but 11 a.m. Eastern time, we're hopping
In this
off.
Al Jazeera interview, Trump said that there's no time schedule for negotiations with Iran to resume.
Is that not bearish? That's pretty bearish, if you ask me. Pretty bearish, if you ask me. I don't think this gap matters anymore. All right, we can break structure on both indexes. I'll take a stab at shorts, and then stops will go to break even at. Here we are. See what happens. We're getting close. Limit order. We're on right account. This is the right account. Yes. Need that break on both for us to actually want to go lower. We don't get a break, I'm not going to enter. And if we inverse this 5-minute gap, technically that's like signals bullish order flow, technically. I would like to put stops here, but relative equal highs, 1-minute highs, it's not my favorite place to put stops. See what happens here. Just need the break on NQ as well. Break on ES isn't enough. I need both indexes to tell me the same thing. It's not enough. It's not enough. 13.25. It's not enough for me, especially since we are like technically respecting this gap as well. Not enough for me. I need us to close beneath this wick. Body closure. The break just indicates whether or not I actually take a trade or not. If we don't signal, if we don't break beneath the body of both of these candles on both indexes, it's just for me that's not taking it. I'm not taking the trade yet. I need to see confirmation for both indexes, NQ and ES, that we're both going to continue lower. So that's just like a higher, not higher quality, but like it gives me a little bit more confidence when both indices or whatever are telling me the exact same thing. But I need NQ to break beneath this with a candle closure, and I need ES to break beneath this candle closure, like a body closure beneath, for me to actually take a stab at this. But until we get that, like I'm gonna be sitting on my hands. There's no reason to be entering a trade without the proper confirmation that I need. Because some people, this is like enough for them to usually take a stab. This isn't enough for me. The fact that that we're technically maintaining this 1-minute gap, the fact that like we're bouncing off of it to move higher. Like even on NQ, we have this gap right here, which technically got tapped into. The fact that we bounced off of that without actually getting, you know, if we were gonna go short, if we're gonna go short, like it needs to be clean. This is where we're going. This one is telling me we're either chopping around or the market doesn't know where it wants to go. So waiting very patiently for my strategy. Some people put stops here. That to me is not protected at all. You have relative equal highs right here. To me, I'd rather put it a little bit higher. Yes, the RR is slightly worse, but see now I need a break beneath this and a break beneath that. So we'll see what happens with this. Looks like we might get it here, but this is looking pretty good for shorts. Like pretty good. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We break? Okay, we broke. It's my strategy. All right, let's see what happens. And then this line right here is break even. So I hope we didn't just bottom tick longs. Because that'll really like screw with my head. I mean, we have extendo take profits, but this is an A plus, in my opinion. Here. I really hope we didn't just bottom tick longs. That'll really hurt. Yeah, this 1 minute gap, yeah. To me, this is enough. This is A plus. Like, this is an A plus for me. Take it 10 out of 10 times, regardless of what happens. Like, if I lose, I lose, but this is my strategy, so I'm gonna go ahead and journal this right now. MES, direction short, New York accounts, 2 accounts. Risk is 0.5, RR is a 2.97, so 2.97. We have an SMT, we have a breaker structure, we have a fair value gap, and then an IFEG on both. Oh, as well as a liquidity sweep. So liquidity sweep. Price is bearish. We have a high time frame bearish S&P off Asia lows. ES is the leading index on the pack, targeting the lows to the downside. 5 minute breaker structure, 5 minute fair value gap, 1 minute breaker structure on both indexes. A plus, no matter what, this is my setup. I take 10 out of 10 times, no emotion, going to be okay with the result either way. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what happens. See what happens with this. I think stops are at a pretty good protective point on here, so be really tough if we just bottom tick longs. But I'm confident in this trade. I really think that the market has an opportunity to showcase that. So also tap into 5 minute on this. Sweep this out, start the rotations down. Hopefully we can inverse this gap. Then whatever, if we form a high right here, that's where stops will go. But I'm not gonna like be upset over this losing trade if it happens. I got enough of confirmation from both indexes for me to go. Based off of backtesting strategy, this is like the setup to take. So Good candle. Yeah, we're cooked. We are cooked. Maybe not. After the 5-minute gap here. Be enough. Could be enough, man, but I think we're cooked. Full transparency, I think we're cooked. Hmm. 11 a.m. is probably get like probably cook us too. Problem, but we form a high here and we break structure to the downside. That's where my stop placement will go. Get a little break structure down. We tap into a 15-minute. We did. We did tap into a technically a 15-minute. How do we react off of this, guys? How do we react? Go lower or we want to go higher? Bring us to the promised land. Bring us to the promised land, brother. Bring us to the promised land, please. That's not a good candle at all. That's a horrible candle. Come on, bro. All right. What do we do off of this? Move stops lower if we can inverse this. Come on. Good boy. Ah, dog. Who's that? Yo, come on. And it's over. Candle, bro. Hope 11 a.m. doesn't cook us. How's it going? We're in drawdown. This week has been a little brutal for me. Really would have liked. I am locked in. I mean, other than yesterday taking a trade that I shouldn't have, like the other trade, the Monday trade would have took that 10 out of 10 times. This trade I take 10 out of 10 times. I mean, part of the game. So we're accumulating off of this, so it's not a horrible sign. This is a really good 5-minute wick, but whether we get enough of a push down. 11 a.m. could just bull run. I mean, honestly. It's not looking too good, bros. Not looking too good. But I've already accepted the risk for this trade. I already accepted the outcome. I took it, so whatever happened. I feel like 11 a.m. is probably going to cook us, if I'm going to be honest. We don't get stopped out before 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is going to stop us out. Bull run during the hourly, so. Wonder if I should just move stops here. Lower, de-risk. Anything can happen, but I'm accepting a loss here, so. Yeah, 11 a.m. is going to cook us. I'm going to be real. What 11 a.m. does. I think it's cooked though, so. Take it to the chest. Take it to the chest. And here we are. Here's 11 a.m. Probably gonna happen. Yep. We'll enter long because we're maintaining bullish structure.
Wall Street Journal, citing sources, says JP Morgan recently evaluated pursuing its own stablecoin. Come on, stop me out already. Let's go, you. Let's go. Here we are. Yep. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. Say goodbye. Love trading, guys. Damn, bruh. All of the profits from this month are just vanished like that. For those interested, we have posted the Wall Street Journal article on the feed.
All right, well, 241. Yep. That's it, bros. It is what it is. Best loser wins. Best loser wins. All right, so we lost 241.5 times 2, $483 on the day, $241.50 on 2 accounts. So that's part of the game. Yeah, probably gonna be it for me today, or it is it for me today. I couldn't take another trade, so quite unfortunate. We missed out these hourly lows, so yeah, I mean, strategy presented itself, every single thing that I wanted to see in order to get an entry model. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on Friday. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can turn this around. But yeah, right now this week has not been great at all. But come back tomorrow with another new mindset, enter my strategy, and yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, that's it for me, bros. I'll catch you guys on Friday.